Hello my dear friends. Okay, today is another video that I'm just hoping that you will like it. Okay, I've done so many videos so far. Okay, I kept looking at all my videos that I have done, but you know, they're all by dates. Okay, they all work by dates, so it's okay. You know, in my videos, you know, I will always show that I am not doing any threat to nobody. Okay, even if you consider my video badly, I'm very sorry about that, but I'm only telling the truth that you need to know. You know, when I sent 71 pages document to the Prime Minister at that time, it was Mr. Stephen Harper. Okay, a month or 2 months later, I received the visit of the RCMP. There were two agents of the RCMP, and they came directly from the headquarters of Montreal. Okay, they came here, they intimidate me, they harassed me, and they told me I was a threat, a national threat. Okay, but Jesus Christ, I am on a chronic major depression, and I am a national threat. Could you explain that to me? Well, I don't understand, so it's fuck all. That's the RCMP who are acting like that, you know. The RCMP, you know, they're not better than I am right now, okay? If they came directly from Montreal to my place, I was living in Longueuil at that time, okay? I was at, on the, I can't remember the street, but anyways, you should remember that you came to my place, okay? You brought me to the La Belle Province. You had me sign a piece of paper that I don't even remember what it was, okay? I was sick at that time. I was very sick at that time. And if I signed a piece of paper, well, I do not remember at all. I don't remember that, you know. If you're trying to use it against me, I am very sorry because I do not understand fuck all. I don't remember nothing that I have signed with you, the RCMP. The military police, you know, they've done the same fucking crap. They came to my place, they intimidate me or they harass me. They took me right to the criminal court. It took 2 months. After that, after 2 months, I was able to see my family, well, for once for all. And there was a case withdrawal at the very end because the military police didn't get enough proof or the work was badly done, okay? So they decided to cease the proceeding of my trial, okay? But the thing is, it cost me a fortune of lawyer fees, okay? And on my lawyer fees, I had to pay no. I wasn't, well, yeah, the GST, but I was on the Ontario side there, okay? I did contact the Children's Aid Society at Ottawa. They kept throwing the ball, nobody to catch it. I never heard fuck all from them, okay? The case is not resolved at the Children's Aid Society of Ottawa. I even contacted the Ministry of Justice of Ontario, and themselves, they were just throwing the ball. I have already wrote a letter to Mrs. Kathleen Vine. She was the Premier of the Ontario at that time, but she never bothered to reply to me. So I never heard about the government of Ontario. So I'm just saying that the Ontario did fuck all for me, okay? So the province of Ontario are just a pain in the ass, are just, you know, they're just fuck all to me. They don't deserve to be there. Anyways, right now it is the government of Mr. Doug Ford. Mr. Doug Ford, I'm addressing to you right now, okay? Mr. Doug Ford, you need to ask people down below you to revise my whole file, my case, okay? Because I went on the Ontario side because I was living at Ottawa at that time. So Mr. Doug Ford, I asked you one time, okay, this is the first time I'm asking you. I asked you to advise people down below you to check my case, because if there was a case withdrawal at the very end, I would like to know why the Children's Aid Society had nothing, you know. They had nothing because they kept doing the bad work, okay? I kept talking to people in Ontario and they were all talking against the Children's Aid Society. The government of Ontario, you know, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, the money you send to the Children's Aid Society of Ottawa, you know, them you know, they do fuck all with it, okay? I'm Mr. Dogford. I'm just asking you not to send them money because they don't deserve it. Because whatever they do it very badly, okay? So I just consider that, you know, myself, when I went on court, you know, there was always the attorney there who was paid by the government of Ontario. And my case, you know, my case made no sense. It made no sense. My case should have not been brought to the criminal court because at the very beginning they should have checked that better in school, since it was Luc Bordeaux who did that to my little girl, okay? So I'm just asking you to ask down below you, especially in the Ministry of Justice, to take a look at my file. Since there was nothing at the very end of my trial, there was a case withdrawal. So I'm just asking you, Mr. Dogford, to tell Ministry of Justice to take care of my file, because my file, I know it's far behind, but the thing is, they should have something on CD-ROM or whatever. But I went to criminal court for nothing, okay? So they did use your money, Mr. Dogford, big time, to pay the lawyer attorney or the judge or whatever. But I mean, you know, the judge might be dead at that time because he was very old, and there were 4 people to bring it to his chair. You know, he was a very old man. You know, he should be dead by that time. Okay, so I'm not talking against the judge, because the judge did a fine job. Okay, it just when the poor attorney, when the crown attorney went to the judge and asking for the case withdrawal, well, the judge was there and he said, yes, we accept it. So, you know, my case was very easy at the end. But the military police, you know, they did a very bad job at that time. So D&D, you are guilty, okay? D&D, you are totally guilty for what the military police did to me. Mr. Sergeant, you're also guilty to have wear a fucking turban during your career, military career, because you had long hair underneath of it, and you were not even in standard of the Canadian Armed Forces. So the Canadian Armed Forces got screwed by yourself, Mr. Sergeant. You know, I'm very polite to say that, because it is the truth, you know. Because at the gym where I go, there was a guy there wearing a turban. So I knew he was going in the shower with his turban, but once he had the curtain pulled, he was removing his turban. After that, he dried his hairs, and then he put back his turban on it. So it was a fair guy. It was a good guy. He is one of my best friends, you know, because he kept talking to me. I know he was only speaking English, but I mean, that's fine, you know, I understand that, you know. I am ashamed of the federal government right now for everything they have done, like the SNC-Lavalin. Right now, the Prime Minister of Quebec is asking the police to investigate in the SNC-Lavalin case. I'm just hoping they will find something bad against you, Mr. Trudeau. So if they find something bad about you, Mr. Trudeau, they will be sending it to the government, the federal government, and they're gonna have to take a look at it and decide whatever needs to be decided. Okay, Mr. Trudeau, you know, I am not with you. Okay, I'm not with you. I know you're trying to invest everywhere in Quebec here, just to get the Quebecers to vote for you, but you won't have me voting for you. I am a Quebecer, and I will not vote for you, Mr. Trudeau, because you don't deserve it. Like here in my riding, it's Mr. Michel Picard, and I will not vote for that fucking asshole who didn't want to meet me, okay? And the director of his cabinet is also an asshole, because he does not want to receive me. He received me once in his office, and I was talking about Canada Revenue Agency, that they were crook, they were corrupt, and they were trying to get money from me. They were not able to understand what Sisip did to me in 2013, because they were not intelligent enough to think about that, okay? So, Mr. Trudeau, well, it is the Sisip, you know, they screw me up, Sisip, big time, okay? Sisip LTD. So I thank you so much.